Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trackside. We are here at Richmond Raceway. We're running 120 laps in as of right now. Nolan Hicks in the number 18 is currently your current standings champion. He's in the lead by, I do believe, 21 points. Hold on. My notes is all jacked up. It's fine. I'll stumble my way here. Alright, I got you. Nolan Hicks we're halfway through with race 4. We're now on race 5. 18 of Nolan Hicks in the lead by 11 points over the 73 of John Crosby. Third place, Jared Streisig, 24 points behind. Tyler Smith, 27 points behind. Noah Steele, who will not be able to make it tonight, 30 points behind. Dakota Bruff, 40 points behind. Michael Casey, also not able to make it tonight. A lot of people are not able to make tonight's event. Michael Casey, 46 points behind. Graham Connolly, 48 points behind. Jacob Belcher, 50 points behind. Chase Woods, 53 points behind. Scott Streisig, 59 points behind. Brandon Gass, 62 points behind. And Parker Vance, 64 points behind. And the points are standing with the top 13. We're looking around right now. Oh, Tyler Smith got loose. Bring in Nolan Hicks here. Nolan Hicks, you got a copy.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Well, right now you're 11 points over the 73 of John Crosby. What is your plan to strengthen that gap that you have over the 73 car?
Uh, plans to go out here and win every night, but I don't know if Richmond's not really one of my strong suits. So I think Brandon in the 92 might have something for me here. So we'll just see how it plays out, and hopefully I can still get the win.
I got you, man. Well, best of luck to you, and have a good race.
All right, thank you.
As we're heading into qualifying, let's see who starts us off. '73 of John Crosby. Warming up his tires. Elliot Lange. Old Throwback Texas speed car. So far, fastest on track. '73 of John Crosby. Currently, Nolan Hicks down with the fastest time, 21.9. Because we're just on Brandon Gass. Brandon Gas and John Crosby with the pole. We beat him by 4,000th of a second. Oh my. Nolan Hicks again with the pole. 21.883. This being said. Let's see what the 517 and Jonathan Green got. We're back to his first race. Kevin Harvick, good wrench car. What would his time be? Fourth place with a 22. Oh, it's almost a 22 flat. Will his time be faster? And that is a no. Never mind, it is a yes. 21.989. I believe that is everyone with Elliott Lane. Not much time to practice, so I believe he's currently trying to figure out this time. What would the best line be? As the time is running down, everyone with their lap time set. Let's pull in Nolan Hicks with the fastest time out here. But Nolan Hicks, you got a copy again.
What's up?
Well, with your pole qualifying time of a 21.8, how do you feel?
I feel good. Honestly, wasn't expecting to get pole here because just the way I was driving, I was really loose in, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm definitely not getting pole. But luckily, we snuck one away from them. I think they were all struggling with the same thing, and hopefully, we just have a clean start here, and we just take command of the race, and all we got to do is manage our tires.
Gotcha, man. Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you, man.
No problem. Well, with all these cars getting ready, pull in race admin / race official Andrew Kuhn. Andrew Kuhn, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, with Nolan Hicks being 11 points in the lead and also being on pole, what do you think he needs to do to keep the 73 of John Crosby in his rear view mirror?
Just no mistakes, and staying clear of what little traffic there is, but just no mistakes. That's all it is.
Gotcha. Well, do you think as of right now that with they had to pit somewhere halfway in the middle, do you feel like the 92 or 73 would take a chance to shortcut the 18?
Maybe just depends where they are on the track.
I gotcha. Well, thank you, Mr. Kuhn, and we'll probably bring you in sometime later in the race.
Well, sounds good.
With everything said and done, the 18 car been more likely the fastest car out here on track for the past 5 weeks. The man to beat. Everyone getting ready, getting antsy. Small field, but what? I feel like great racing will be seen here tonight. Pace car is off. Back going to take the green flag. 18 and 73 get a good start. 18 still on the inside. 73 Crosby. 2 is outside trying to get a little run. 18 clears him. Everyone's single file. 73 right on his bumper. 18 of Nolan Hicks doing what he has been doing for the past 4 weeks since he has joined this league. Dominate. All these guys, Crosby still on the bumper. It's a short race. 73 to the outside. 18 still to the inside. Crosby with the run. Side by side. Coming to the stripe. Crosby leads a lap. Right now it's 73 of John Crosby. Controlling the pace. Everything usually goes well for the 18's favor. But right now, 73 of John Crosby is saying otherwise. Crosby put a little bit of a gap on him. And today, John Crosby finally answers what he needed to be doing since 3 weeks ago, which was hold off the 18. Now the momentum is swinging back into the 18's favor. I wouldn't even think that Crosby would need to worry about short pitting. Right now, he seems to have the better pace than the 18. Hicks trying to get a run going. I think it's just going to bide its time. So far, it's a loose game between the 18 and the 73. Into their turn 1 and 2. Crosby putting a gap on it, going into turns 1 2, but the exit of 2, the team Nolan Hicks is gaining. 3 and 4. 18 gains slightly. Oh, Crosby made a little bit of mistake. Was not able to get fully on the bottom. It's cost a little bit of time. As we are almost 10%, a tenth of the way through this race. It is amazing to see that John Crosby has now finally been able to put an answer to his predicament of Nolan Hicks. Because remember, Crosby was leading for 3 races in a row in the points. Now Nolan Hicks took over at the end of race 3. In race 4, the gap has been extended. So now, the one thing that is probably will help Crosby the most is leading more laps than Nolan Hicks. That's all he needs. And more importantly, maintain the pace ahead of the 18. Everyone seems to be in a pair of 2s. We look on the scoring tower. You see 73, 18, 92, 42, 22, 21. 517 is only one without a dance partner. Oh, Crosby, a little bit below the apron. It's going to shoot up, make it a little bit tight. Will Hicks apply the bumper? He will not. Now, Brandon Gass is closing in on first and second. 18 Nolan Hicks mere inches away. Just can't seem to get around to 73. Will he dive bomb it? No. He seems to just stay behind in the wake of the 73. That's the last like the 92 Brandon Gass and the Powerade car. He is now closing the distance. On the top 2, Crosby. He's slung over the racetrack a little bit and allowing 18 Nolan Hicks to get to the inside. Side by side, turns 1 and 2. 18 Nolan Hicks seems to have a run. No, Crosby is able to get out in front of him. Crosby had not had a good turn right there. Again at 3 and 4. I feel like the 18 is soon going to try to figure out what I need to do. As he tries to almost shoot to the inside of 73. Chasing the angle, chasing his attack, realizing everything's going up higher than normal. Not using the bottom. So far, it's been working for the 73. He's in the middle lane. Let's keep him out in front a little bit longer. And as soon as I say that, to the inside is the 18. 18. Right, the quarter panel. I guess the middle line's no longer working for Crosby because the 18 has just been able to run the bottom just better than everybody. Crosby seemed to get a little bit loose off exit. And 92, Brandon Gas. 18 of Hicks. To the inside of 73. Can he finally get around him? 24 laps completed here. Crosby, I believe, went into the wall. He lost 2 spots right then. Now a third to the outside of the 92, Brandon Gas. 18, Nolan Hicks. The man to beat. As I said, fastest car on track. Just being able to control the bottom line a lot better. One thing right now is 192 and 73 is they're side by side. Now, either one of them able to give a good line to each other. And the 92. We've seen this story last week with the 92 Brandon Gas at Homestead, set the fastest lap, catching the leader of Nolan Hicks. Just had the pace of a lifetime, but unfortunately, as I found out later, he ran out of fuel coming out of turn 4. I feel like he won't make the mistake as he did last week, which was not to qualify. Almost halfway into this fuel run. Will Brandon Gas decide to shortcut the leader? The 73 has really fallen off. Really unfortunate. Now, fastest laps. Good. Then 92. Yet again, fastest time out there, like I saw last week at Homestead. Right now, I feel like it is deserving to say the top 3 deserve to be where they are. Fastest laps on track. All of them top 3. Brandon Gas just reeling in the 18 of Nolan Hicks. Again, how you saw with 18 and the 73, a little bit gap gets bigger or smaller. All depends on where they are on track. Like sometimes turn 1 or 2, Brandon Gas may, like right then, gap got smaller, but on exit, nope. As soon as I say that, the gap's still getting smaller. Brandon Gas finally has the momentum and is catching up to the 18. These two dominating in such a way. And remember, as I said, earlier, we're going to bring up this right here. John Crosby led 22 laps of this race, and only Hicks has led 14. In my mind, if I'm that 73, I would want a caution. Simply because you would have a better chance just to make sure that Nolan Hicks does not leave more laps than you, and you can have a chance to put more laps down as lead under your name, so that way you can get 4 more additional points. These two have been going at it for past 10 laps. About 20 laps away from halfway in the race. Randy Gas now on the bumper of the 18. Try and be respectful. Not trying to pull an Austin Dillon. Well, both of them, neither one of them took the bottom. What in the world? 92 tried to take the inside. Brandon Gaz dove it into the bottom. He slides up a little bit. Right now, 18 still out in front. Had small technical difficulties, but in all reality, that's all that mattered. 1892 going at it. Slowing him up. Brandon Gas, Nolan Hicks. And I think Nolan Hicks finally have been able to know. Brandon Gas still to his inside. Can Brandon Gas finally get a run to get around Nolan Hicks? The answer is no. Something must have happened with the 517 because now he is a lap down. He wins in the pits for fuel, possibly tires. Randy Gas now trying the outside. Nolan Hicks is able to have a better run than he does. Randy Gas going down to the bottom. Got loose. Trying a different line. Has worked to his favor. He's taken on some severe time off the 18. From 4/10 of a second down to 2/10. Now the gap is getting bigger. As we see the 517 and Jonathan Green with freshest tires. Anybody. He goes to the inside of 92. 92 gave him the lane for it. They all give the 517 a lane. Jared trying to give a lane for the 18 and 92. 3 wide as they turn 3 and 4. Nolan Hicks still out in front. Their tires must be shot. They're side by side. I mean, they've been like this for basically 20 laps. Randy Gass finally got a nose out in front. Here comes Nolan Hicks packing the more laps. Guess trying to reel in Nolan Hicks. It's been a cat and mouse game for Brandon, just able to get by the 18. Brandon trying to shoot inside again if 18 makes a mistake. Right now, the momentum, I feel like, has shifted back to the 18. Changing line. And as soon as I say that, Brandon Gass have better momentum coming out of turn 2. Gas trying to shoot underneath. Trying to stick his nose. He has the inside, but has not been able to make a run for it. Almost at the halfway point. As I said earlier, Nolan Hicks dominating. He has been doing that since he got here. And Brandon Gass trying to put his name on the map by beating, in all reality, the fastest driver in here, in my opinion, Nolan Hicks. And Brandon Gass, finally, he has finally gotten past the 18 of Nolan Hicks. He is now setting the pace. Can he outrun the 18? I don't know if he can. Nolan Hicks has just been able to ride the bottom so much better than anybody else has. And Brandon Gass going into the pits. Let's talk about must lap sled. Nolan Hicks adding another one. I feel like the pit cycle has begun. Let's do a quick run through the field. Everybody, obviously, Nolan Hicks is coming back in back in the pits with that hard battle between him and the 92 of Brandon Gass. 73 God of John Crosby started second, down first. Then the 517 of Jonathan Greenby. Elliott Lang going into the pits. Now getting back out on track. Started fifth, currently sixth with a lap down. Tyler Smith, one lap down, more than likely get it back. And 22, Jared Streisand started P7th, is 7th, currently 2 laps down. No, they have not touched their fastest lap since the beginning of this race. Brandon Gass still strong with the 21.96. John Crosby currently leading. 517. Well, John Crosby's in pits. 517, Jonathan Green. Now second place. He pitted way earlier than everybody else. Is now shuffled up to second place. I'm going to pull in person we currently see on our screen. Jonathan Green, do you got a copy?
I do.
Well, how does the car feel? You pitted earlier than anybody else, and now you shuffled back up to second place. How do you feel right now?
Car feels pretty good. Obviously, my tire's a little fresher than some of the other people that, some of the other guys just pit now, but the tires are pretty decent. I'm trying to do a two-stop strategy, so we're gonna drive the wheels off this thing and see if that makes any difference. I already committed to that, so I wasn't gonna win it on pace. Those guys up front were driving away from me at the beginning, so.
I gotcha, man. Well, best of luck to you. Hopefully your strategy pays off.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Well, for now, with almost 50 laps to go, Brandon Gass now shuffle back up the front. Man, currently catching him. Nolan Hicks slightly catching up to him every so often. Brandon Gass right now having lap traffic behind him in the 42 of Elliott Lang. Brandon Gass has traffic in front of him and behind him. One with the 73 in front of John Crosby in front of him, and the 42 of Elliott Lang behind him, as Elliott was in the wall right then. Got a little bit loose. And when we spoke to Jonathan Green, he was about 7 seconds, is now 11 seconds back and still dropping on pace. And as I said before, this man was playing cat and mouse in the 18 Nolan Hicks. Right now, I think Brandon Gas is currently just taking his time, not trying to rush. You know, that man right there would love to have 29 points. That would help him out a lot, especially since we're on the back half of the season. Come back here. As we see the 517 of Jonathan Green and the 21 of Tyler Smith. Tyler definitely pitted a lot later than Jonathan Green. And now Jonathan Green has the 21 car all behind him. 21 to the outside. Green's still in second. Ooh, shuffled up a little bit. Still side by side. Tyler Smith with the run. You can see right there, that's what fresh tires can do for you here. So Jonathan Green pitted so much earlier than everybody else. He is now falling off the pace a lot faster than everybody else. I don't think Tyler has anything for Brandon Gas. And the only person who has anything for Brandon Gas is the 18. And he's struggling to find a pace right now. He's been flirting around 19.5 and 19.3 for the past 10 or so laps. Well, we're 7 laps away from 3/4 of the way through. Nolan Hicks be able to get past the 22 car. That may turn things into the favor of the 18. He's now got a little bit more of a cushion between him and the 92. The 517 pitted. Has bumped up Nolan Hicks to 3rd place. That shuffled up everybody. Couple of spots. A spot or two right then. We see this already before. Since we saw this at the start of the race. It's at 3 and 18. And now the 18 trying to get away from Crosby. Trying to get away from Brandon Gas. Trying to get around and catch him. Crosby a little bit on the wall right there. Crosby still can lose out of 4. Jared Streisig might get 2 laps down to see behind you. But right now, Crosby's all over the bumper of the 18 again. Crosby the inside, got around the 18. Can Crosby finally get away from the 18? And he gets Kyle will lose out of 4. The one thing I don't think anybody wants right now, besides 18 and 73 probably, is a caution. And I can tell you this right now, Brady Gass does not want a caution. Why would he? He almost has the entire field a lap down. Ooh. We saw the 22 get loose. It's able to save it. Well, don't look, Nolan. Don't look. You have the 92, the leader, approaching you. Brandon Gass. He's been catching everybody. And that being said, I wonder if he's set a faster lap yet. He has not. The fastest lap has not yet changed. But I bet at this point, no, that's not even true. Brandon Gass still has not yet passed Nolan Hicks for most laps led. That's insane. That tells you how well that 18 car has been doing this season. Right now, the 92 on the heels of the 18 and 73 car. What will the 18 do? Will he try to hold the 92 up? Or will he let him by? And he lets him by. Almost 20 laps remaining in this race. Well, right now, with 19 laps to go, Brandon Gas was back ready to lap down the entire field. '73 trying to catch the 21 on Tyler Smith. The 517 of Jonathan Green has eventually passed the 22 Jarrett Stristick. You heard him say earlier, he's going to try and burn his tires as much as he can, but I don't think that worked well into his favor. With 73 at Crosby being able to hold off Brandon Gas for 16 laps. At this point, just to try and stay out in front of Brandon, so that way he can just be on the lead lap. This race went from one person dominating to another. In my opinion, a whole different type of domination. Well, 14 laps to go. Will Brandon Gas actually lapped down the entire field? Brandon trying something different. He's going to try and build up momentum for turns 1 and 2. Holy cow! Caution should be out now. That was... No, it's still a green flag. It was out of the track, out of the way. But, man, did that just screw over John Crosby. That will be under review later. Jonathan Green finally got his lap back. Nine laps to go. I don't know if that was intentional or not for the 92, but certainly an odd choice to do that to a lap car. 6 laps to go here at Richmond. One of the rules we did say, if you are not in the racing surface, well, unfortunately, that should have been an admin caution. There should have been caution thrown there, unfortunately. But the race officials did not deem it so. Three laps remaining. Brandy gas a little bit loose. White flag this time by. And Brandy gas coming in first. Nolan Hicks coming in third place. As Tyler Smith is making his rounds, we're going to try to pull in the 18 of Nolan Hicks. Nolan Hicks, you got it, Cappy.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, not a finish you probably wanted, but third place.
Yeah, still podium.
Walk us through it.
I shouldn't have stayed out that one lap because then I ran out of fuel coming to pit road and accidentally went too far in the box. So when I had no gas trying to back up, it was just kind of a crappy way to try to get a pit stop going. But I don't know, something happened with my pedals halfway through that second run. I was like forever stuck at a max at like 75% throttle down the straight. So I couldn't really contend to get back to second, I noticed, and I was like, well, I think I was gonna have to settle for P4 there. Luckily we were able to get P3, but yeah, I gotta check my pedals and stuff tonight.
Well, hopefully you get your pedal stuff straight now and fixed, but hopefully we'll see you next week at Auto Club.
All right, thanks, man.
No problem. You want to pull in Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith, you got a copy.
I hear you.
Oh, second place, first, I believe your first second place finish here in the Gen 4 series. How do you feel?
Yeah, pretty good. Richmond. I say Richmond's not one of my better tracks, but I've won here an official and a second now. It doesn't click with me, but I just focus on keeping it clean, and maybe that's a hint I need to take for myself. But I had a pretty good run, made some passes, kept it clean. That's what it's all about.
I got you, man. Wounds. Everybody you want to shout out while we got you here?
Not tonight. We're gonna keep it low key for a second place tonight.
I got you, man. Well, thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully we see you next week at Auto Club.
Yes, sir.
Waiting for Brandon Gass. But in the meantime, I'm going to pull in race official Andrew Kuhn. Andrew
Oh,
Coon,
it
you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, Brandon Gass 92 with a win here tonight. A little bit of a bump and run to a lap, basically a lap car. But but in your thoughts, how the race went tonight?
It was okay. Definitely green the whole time and relatively clean. Just wish we had more people. It would have been a lot more fun for sure.
Yeah. Now, with that move from the 92, obviously may not have been intentional, but I was amazed that there was not a yellow thrown through car contact.
Yeah, I tried, but iRacing was giving me a fit.
I gotcha. Well, hopefully we will see you next week here at Auto Club.